Okay, today is October 12th, 2022. Let's do a little recap on my trades. So today was uh, pretty boring and kind of frustrating. Um, yeah, it was just a lot of chop. Like, I mean, it kind of bounced S3, but not really. So I only traded Qs today. Um, I don't know, it's just I'm really liking Qs lately. I feel like the book map is easier to read, the level 2 is easier to read. But yeah, we'll see if that sticks. But anyway, so yeah, sold off, kind of didn't really get to S3, then bounced. Then it came to R3. There was a short. I was thinking about taking a short opportunity, like right here. Um, at this point, the candle had this wick, and then the bottom was here. So I was gonna take a uh, stop loss above high day, and then once it made the new low, which would have worked nicely. It would have been a sketchy hold in here, kind of just did nothing there, but it would have worked. And then long here would have been decent. Um, but yeah, other than that, I kind of just waited for it to get back to R3. And then here's where my trades are. Disappointing. The fucking thing's going back down. Oh, I should have stayed in. Whatever. Um, damn, it's going. Fuck. That's two. That's two R there. Anyway. Um, so yeah, SPY came up. Uh, threw some volume here, and then kind of pushed on not so great volume. So I was thinking short. Threw some wicks right at R3. So I got in high day stop, new 1 minute low below here. It worked right away and then didn't, and then eventually stopped me out to the penny. Um, but because it stopped me out to the penny, everything was still looking good. I got in again. This time I put the stop a little higher, um, and then entered new 1 minute low. It worked right away, kinda, then didn't, and came back down. Was holding 264.30 pretty well. So at that point, I just decided to get out and wait for another opportunity. And luckily I did because I would have got stopped out. But it came up through this high volume here, here, and then huge sell-off candle. Um, Ideally, I still was looking at this. Stop would have been like high day-ish. Entry would have been here. Um, but it moved way too quickly once it broke here for me to get in. I feel like if I did get in, I would have been slipped, and then it would have messed up my RVR, and then yeah. So yeah, these trades I'm not upset with. They were good opportunities. Ideally, should have set my stop loss a little higher or got out once it didn't work. But I can't really say that in the moment. Kind of just gotta wait for it to work itself out. But anyway, another thing with Qs and SPY and Apple, the only stocks I'm looking at is PDC, open price. It all looked like this basically. There's PDC was down here, open price was slightly above. Um, so yeah, with that said, after this sharp drop, it kind of pulled back on low volume. I was thinking about entering here. I didn't. And then once it got below the open price, it tested it to the penny, which I thought was pretty nice. I took it at not a new 1 minute low, but below this low. I just got in. Stop was just about here. I missed getting stopped out by a penny, and then it worked in my favor. Got to 1R, so if it comes back up, break even, which is what happened. It was really holding 362.90. At this point, SPY was right at PTC and a daily level. And then kind of once SPY made a new high off the consolidation range that it was in, Q's also, you know, went up. So I got out at break even. And then my last trade, I just didn't buy that we were going to go up. I mean, this move up didn't really have any volume with it. It was struggling. Central pivot was kind of playing an important role previously. So I just, short, new 1 minute low right at the central pivot, gave it a new high, a little above actually. And yeah, it was a little sketchy at first. Didn't really do anything. I was thinking about cutting it, and then eventually it worked in my favor. Some volume came in once it broke the low here. And then kind of slowly just leaked lower. And then it was it had some tails below open price. SPY was also at open price, throwing some tails. So I took it off at 1R because I was down 1R, break even. This is at 1R. With the day I had, I'm okay with having a break even day. But unfortunately, this was not the call because as you see, it's basically at my 3R. Let me see what 3R is for me. 2 was at 13, 263.13, got that. 3 was at 262.77, which it just hit. So yeah, that would have been a nice little trade there, but I got out at 1R, which is kind of unfortunate, but like I said, I'm not too upset with that. I don't know. I guess I just didn't trust myself. I should have just let it come back to my stop, honestly, because what's the worst that could happen? If I'm down an R for the day, like that's not terrible, especially because I'm up decently on the week. But yeah, look at this bounce right off PDC. Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, anyway, those are my trades. Not really any bad trades, just kind of mismanaged. Stop here should have been higher. I'm okay with getting out here. Should have got back in here. Decent opportunity here. Good stop out. Decent entry here. Good hold. Should have stayed in. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really upset with anything. I think I traded pretty decently. But yeah, those are my thoughts. That's my day. Thanks for watching.